I'll spray this end section twice. And I will go back on that first row and we'll get the field edge too. Alright, there we are. Alright, off we go. And I can probably dump that on cruise control too. So this is going to be okay because we're right up against the road. There's no hedge on the left hand edge, so I'm going to be able to do this mostly manually. It's the side of the field nearest the road where I have the biggest problems. Because that hedge is very, very close to the edge of the field because that's the way I did it. So like I said, this grass really doesn't use a lot of fertilizer. So potentially we're going to be able to do this entire field with this full tank, which is good. Now, after we've done this, it's going to start raining. I think it was due to rain at 5 o'clock. We're still not at lunchtime yet. But I was planning to take two or three trips with the semi-truck down to the bale or imports, sell off a little bit more of the grass silage. Oh, it's real time 11 o'clock now. Well, doesn't time fly when you're having fun? So as I said, I might buy some land before the episode's done. And then oops, well that's a disastrous angle. Let's try that one again. Tidy that up a little bit, I guess, and then we'll try this turn again. I was worried about getting too close to that hedgerow because this boom will just get stuck and cause all sorts of problems. So I need to split the difference between the absolute field edge and the hedge itself, which seems to have worked. So apparently latest news on FS22, Calmsden Farm will be released hopefully in January, early in the year. Now of course Giants controls when things get released, but it would appear that Oxygen David has completed his overall modifications and it's now compatible with FS22, although it doesn't have the sort of draw a cow barn on the field and variable sized pastures. So you have the fixed pastures of Calmsden as they were. And apart from that, it's all good and pretty much sounds like it's ready to go. It needs some final sort of Oxygen David and his testers testing. And then it will be submitted to Giants probably after Christmas, because I don't think Giants is actually testing anything right away, since it's coming up to Christmas break. And then, hey, we'll have an English map on Farm Sim 25. I am not sure I want to do Calmsden. I tried to start playing on that map about 3 or 4 times. It looks nice. It is a really beautiful map. It's very English. But I just couldn't get with it. There, you know, there was something about it. You know, as I've said before, I need inspiration from the map in order to play it long term, and I just couldn't find it. And it's not because it's a bad map. It's just it didn't speak to me, if you like. So, yeah, I don't know. So when it is released, it's probably not going to be on my list of maps I think I might like to run a Saturday series on. Plus we've got a lot of stuff to do still on this map. Although we are winding down. Once we've got milk in production, I think we probably end up with quite a lot of milk in production, because Maize Plus. But there's a bunch of things we need to produce in order to get the bakery up and running. So that will take a bit of time. Okay, let's gonna go round again. I think we'll try and start at the top and work our way back. We've only used 35%, so I don't see us using all of the fertilizer doing this. We'll have to drain the tank when we get back. I did the maize, I did the sorghum. Now sorghum I'm not going to turn into flour, I'm just going to sell that because that's an achievement. The maize, obviously, we're going to forage that, stick it in one of the bunkers. The barley I'm going to stick in, I think the barley, that's a good question. The big field of cereal will go to the mill up here, the flour mill. The small field of cereal we will keep and feed chickens with it, and I need to find a small silo to put the cereal in and a small chicken shed to put the chickens in, and then I need to figure out where on the farm both of those things are going to go. You know what? I should be doing rows here. So, one. I think maybe the next one. Maybe I've gone too far. Oh no. It's exactly where I want to be. Well, it's kind of not the straightest of edges at this end, but that will get sorted now. Alright, so we'll get this done. What will that put us at? Don't know. 1108. It seems the sky is getting a little bit darker. Which, yeah, that kind of would be a thing since it's cloudy, not bright sunshine. But we're still a couple of hours away from rain. It's 1:30 now, so rain's about 3 hours away. That's fine. And that's a mess. It's oscillating because of cruise control is not giving it time to recover. That's kind of okay though. We got everything we needed to, so hey, break up. Sadly, I couldn't recover it either. Okay. So, head down here. Turn most of the way round. All of the way round. Like that. And GPS on and cruise control on. Okay, so I've got the milk tanker at the shop to pick up. Get that with the tractor, I'm not sure which one. I'm still not sure we're keeping the Massey Ferguson either, so, you know, that could be a thing. And then, yes, obviously we're going to have to refurbish the milk tank. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to steer this way, get that bit, and I do want an extra headland down here, at least until we get to the straight bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's good. Oh my. Okay. Come about and there we go, the last bit. I think a little bit of a problem here is obviously we're going to have to travel further across the field. And we're okay. Should turn itself off there. So there we go. Lots of awesomeness done. Now I think the final production of grass we got from the 4 inner fields was about 600,000 all told. So we can expect 600,000 every time we cut the 4 fields around the central yard. I think that should be enough for 3 months. More than enough for 3 months. And obviously once it's finished, as I said, it's 40% done now. So June 3, that will be done. And at that point, we'll be able to uncover that clamp and see how, and just watch it, see how much we use feeding cows over a 3-month period. But I don't think we're gonna use very much of it. At that point we'll be able to empty the other clamp, because 2 months on we're going to have another cut of grass that needs to go somewhere. Might have a cut of maize as well at that time. Things could get a little bit hectic. But I don't think I need to get a 4th clamp. One of the options I do have is to just fill up the cow feed trough and then sell all the maize that I have, and then we can deal with the rest of that later. Okay, I don't think I can get this triangle. Okay, fold that up, turn that off. So yeah, if we look at the cows, we have 133,000, and it's not even a blip on what the food can support. So I could fill this up to 500,000 and then just feed, we can sell the maize silage if we need to. Okay, yeah, we're good. So that's all the grass done. Actually, some of this looks a little bit dodgy, but you know what I think? I think I didn't have the crop sensors on when I did this field, which is why it's a little bit over, a little bit under. So I think what we'll do is we'll run around this one, tidy it up, because it's blotchy. There's some light orange bits, but there are some darker orange bits. So I'll get that open. Just see how much of this we need to do. It's definitely showing up, so something went bad here. But that's why you use the crop sensors. The crop sensors will get you exactly where you need to be. Whereas just vaguely using the automatic application, you get close. Like that little strip there. So I might drive through the other 2 fields as well, just to see how they look. Well, 3 fields. I think some of these I did have the crop sensors. I realised, I didn't have the crop sensors on. So most of it is good, but some of it, see this bit here, not this bit here, needs more. So as I said, some of it's over applied, some of it's under applied. Grass doesn't care. Fold that up and will go across these 3 fields. Alright, how's this one look? This one, again, not quite. Okay, we'll run out this one then. I thought I did do this field. Maybe I didn't. I mean, the thing is they're not red, which is usually what grass looks like when you mow it. But it's like some of it's good, some of it's not good, some of it's over, which kind of indicates to me maybe I missed the crop sensors when applying this. So we got fertilizer on it, so the yield will be improved, but it won't get us the best environmental score result. I do kind of want to push those up. Okay, field in front of us has lime all over it, so that's ready to plant. Actually, that's depressing. The problem with, okay, the field in front of us has lime all over it, was the last thing that happened to it was somebody put lime on it. It might be me, I don't know, but somebody put lime on it. The problem is when you do soil analysis, you're going to come back and it's going to say, the pH just sucks. You're going to have to do something about that. It's like, but it's got lime on it already. And it's like, yeah, that didn't count. And you find that even if you're not using precision farming, you may still end up with, yeah, it looks like it's limed, or it looks like it's ploughed, but guess what? It's not. And you're going to have to fix that. Okay, that field looks a little bit better. The blotchiness is kind of reminiscent of putting slurry or manure on a field. See, this is over. Yeah. Because slurry doesn't lay accurately, you get kind of a general coverage, but it is hit or miss, which is why I use slurry as a sort of what's the word for it, pre-seeding. So I'll bump the nitrogen levels up to maybe 100, 120, plant a crop, and then we'll just top off the nitrogen requirements with the liquid fertilizer. So I don't use much liquid fertilizer on a field because we took care of the vast majority of nitrogen requirements, but I can't get an accurate application. At least not, I can't get an accurate application as far as, what is it? Environmental farming, precision farming is concerned. It's good, but it's not perfect, so you get penalised on your environmental score. And you don't have to do it all, but sometimes it's worth it for the bonus. I mean, we're getting a 10% bonus at the moment. If I could get more than that, that would be even better. You can get up to 15 in theory, but in practice I don't think that's quite possible. Okay, there's a little bit over here. there's a lot down here. All right, who's next? Still, we'll sell a couple of carts of silage from the bunker, and then we can call it a day. This is episode 85. So episode 86 will be on Tuesday. We will be doing something, I don't know. And that's counting as good enough. Okay, let's fold that up and figure out what we might be looking at on Tuesday. So, that's not actually a thing I want to look at. That's a thing I want to look at. So, we might skip to July. We can harvest wheat, barley. I don't think, no, I haven't got barley in the ground. I've got wheat and oats. We didn't plant barley this year. Corn is, I can't remember if I can forage it in August or whether I have to wait till September. Sugar beets is late year, so we don't have to worry about that. Sorghum is September, so we'll need to harvest that at that point, and then grass every opportunity we get, because cows like grass. Okay, let's get this into the last grass field. Oh, I can't remember what else. I used to use that on the law folds. Potential terra disc is 10 meters. Oh, it's a harrow. Harrow. Big tedder. Small cart. So yes, if we don't have precision farming anymore for Farm Sim 25,